I've been working on a personal project with a couple of friends for several months now, and we meet about once a week, and we hold each other accountable for delivering those things for which each of us is responsible. And it's been going pretty well. It hasn't been perfect, but it's been going pretty well. And in some ways, we're definitely getting better. And one of these friends showed me that he could stick to a weekly schedule and that he could deliver what he needed to deliver. And so I invited him to work on some client projects with me. And I invited him on a call with my client and other people working on this project. And there were about a dozen people on this call. And he got to see a tool that I use to keep organized. Because this tool, it's called Trello, allows me to create a very simple system in which everybody working on a project can collaborate. And so for this project, every member of the team has a certain responsibility. And when they finish their responsibility, they move what they were working on to the next team member's column in this visual display. And the next team member does the work, and then they move it over to the next person's column. They do their piece all the way through the process until it is completed. And there are a lot of tools like Trello. I also like Asana. Some people use Jira and Basecamp and all different tools. For this client, Trello was the best because it's very simple compared to the other ones. And it made sense for the group working on this project. And this morning, my friend reached out to me and he thanked me for involving him in both of these projects because they helped create structure and organization in his life. This personal project gave him weekly goals on which to work, weekly conferences where he was held accountable by other members of our team. And this client project gave him an inside look into what a project might look like on a slightly bigger scale and how one needs to create systems to keep it organized. And so he thanked me for helping him add this structure and this organization to his life because he had been going through some personal things for a while. And this is helping him recover from those things. And it meant a lot to me that he actually took time out to thank me for these things. And it made me feel good that I was able to be a positive influence on someone else's life. And it also made me feel more accountable because he complimented me on my organizational skills. And what that means is that I need to stick to it. I need to be on top of my organizational game because I know that if I fail, I'm not just failing myself, I'm not just failing my clients, but I would be failing a friend. And I don't want to do that. And so his thanking me actually motivated me to do better at what I do and to improve those areas where I am lacking. And that meant a lot to me, and it gave me an incentive to do well, and I wanted to pay that forward. So I had a call with someone after I spoke with him this morning, and I complimented that person on their ability to remember things. That's one of my weaknesses. And I asked him, I said, I'm really good at processes because I need a process in order to remember anything. I can remember logic, but I can't remember facts very well. And so I need to write everything down and I need a process or I'll forget. And I asked him what his process was for remembering. And I could tell that he really appreciated that compliment, that recognition that he is really good at something. He's really good at remembering things. He's really good at staying organized. And he took a few minutes to share some ideas with me on how I might better remember things. And I'm sure that his response to my compliment, to my indication that in some ways he serves as a mentor, his response will be very similar to my response to my friend.